Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Lena Kessler here with a new video tutorial, and today I have a really fun and easy technique for beginners. This is an art journal page trick that you will love making in your art journal. So I'm going to start with a large pattern, and I'm going to just cover the page. I have my mat to protect my surface from any paint, and I also have another piece of paper here. I'm going to show you why in a second. So look at how little paint I'm using, very little paint. And and it doesn't really matter if the stenciling is perfect. There is no specific order to the stenciling. I just want to stencil around the page. And you can also use stamps for this part with inks. And you see that I don't dry the layers in between stenciling because I'm using so little paint that it really dries. By the time I finish with the stencil, it dries almost completely. So I don't want to cover the entire yellow. It's not pink exactly, it's sort of a magenta color. So what I'm going to do next is bring a pencil and draw shapes. Now, you can draw shapes like a house, circles, flowers, any kind of a large shape that is large enough to see the patterns that we make. I'm going to do sort of a large, weird, flowery scene. So I have no plans whatsoever, just something like this. Hope you can see. We're going to go over it later, but basically what you need to have is a bunch of shapes that you can paint around. And what I'm starting to do is paint my page, and I'm actually painting over the pattern that I did, but you can see that the layer is not thick enough to hide the pattern. It just mutes it a little bit. And when I reach one of the shapes, I'm going to color around it. I'm not going to color inside the shapes that I made, only on the outside. Let's bring a little bit of color. So I'm mixing some aqua with white. And let's see, and the more dark your color, the more it will cover the pattern that we did. So you don't really want to use dark colors, or if you do want to use dark colors, you would need to dilute your paint with a little bit of water so it will not be so thick. It will be a little bit more transparent. I'm going to show you in a minute how to do that. So I'm just dipping mine in a little bit of water, and then just with aqua and the water on my brush, you can see that when the paint is diluted with water, it becomes transparent, a little bit more transparent because it's diluted. By the way, it is not good to dilute acrylic paint too much with water because it weakens the binding material that is in the paint. So if you ever want to dilute it, there are specialty materials for that. So I want a little bit of blue to go with my aqua. Okay, so why do we call this reverse masking? Because usually when you mask something, masking is actually reverse stenciling. So in a stencil, you have a hole in the pattern. Mask is that you take the circle and you put it on your art journal page or whatever project you're making, and you color over it, and then you remove it, and then that is the mask. So what we did here is reverse masking, because we created borders that are actually kind of a mask. So what I'm going to do now is go around first all the shapes that we did. So I always go and make some more lines that are not exactly on the first lines. And if you don't like this, of course, you don't have to do this. Everything that I add from this point on is details that I like to add, and you can add what you like and leave what you don't like. So I'm going to make some stems, and at this point you can go ahead and color what you want or leave it empty. Okay, so now we have the leaves. Next, I want to add details to my guys here. Now, adding details is basically what gives the page its character. And it's just basic doodling. Just basic lines and arches and circles. And it's not something complicated. Very relaxing. So I'm playing with the pattern that I created, and not all of them are the same. And if you want, you can add a little bit of white. So I have a white Posca pen and So I'm going to write some things like this is where you can write whatever you feel. So that gives the stems some more depth, I think. And of course, we can go ahead and add even more details if we want. And I also want some echoing. Echoing is making an element in the same type of element in different parts of your creation. So we have the arches, but we also have the arches here. So I'm playing with the arches. So you see that all the details that I'm adding is just with black and white pens, because they look really good against the background. And we don't want too many colors that will overwhelm our eyes, because these things are very colorful. So too much color is going to be too busy on the page. One of the important things in art journaling is knowing when to stop. I can keep on going, adding more and more and more details, but I don't think I want to. I just want a frame. I always like to do a frame. Wonky and unstraight as it is, but you see that it gives definition immediately. So I'm very tempted to just keep on going. It's very, very tempting because I'm enjoying myself, but at some point you need to stop. So I'm just going to add a few more dots with my white pen. So basically, this is our page.
I really hope that you like this page. I really love how it turned out. It's really unique and a little different, not the regular flowers that we always see. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope you'll give it a try, and I will see you next time.